There are days when you wake up with your soul in slippers. Days that start with a blackout, continue without water, and end with news that tightens your chest. Days when it seems like the world conspires to test your patience, your optimism, your ability to keep betting on something better. Days when all you want is to stop the world for a moment, get off at the next corner, because you need to breathe. And it's in the midst of that hustle, between scarcity lines and the emotional burden of living in survival mode, that a hug becomes something sacred, hot, yes, sacred. Because a hug, as simple as it seems, has the power to put out invisible fires. A hug saves you from drowning when you can't take the silence, the uncertainty, the pain that goes unsaid. Here in the Caribbean, on the little island where people invent life every day with a few things, hugs are a form of resistance. People don't hug by protocol, and it doesn't matter if it's in a dark room because the power's out, in a tense line under the sun, or when you get home and your heart is heavy. The Cuban hug isn't made of cardboard, it's made of flesh, bone, and emotion. It's strong, tight, warm, with pats included. Sometimes it's silent, other times it's cried, and it's that in Cuba, when life gets tough, hugging is also a way of saying, I'm here. I can't solve your problem, but we can share it. And that, believe me, is a lot. In these times when everything is scarce, when meat and eggs are a luxury and spirit is an endangered asset, hugs aren't and they keep coming. A mother's arms receive you after a bad day. A friend, though she's as exhausted as you, sees your eyes and gathers you in hers without saying a word. The neighbor squeezes your hand and pulls you into his chest like saying, we're living this. What kind of war is this? But we're still standing. And there are also hugs you give without realizing, when you carry a sleeping child in the middle of a blackout, or when you hold an elderly woman to help her walk, or you give her a kiss, though you barely have the strength to speak. Those are hugs disguised as everyday gestures, but they're worth just as much. Hugs are, in these difficult times, a kind of emotional code that doesn't need words, that silences that say a lot, and a refuge against discouragement, a way to heal without scalpels or pills. Here, where psychologists can't keep up, a hug on time can be worth more than 1,000 consultations. And when anxiety knocks because you don't know how you'll make it to the end of the month or the end of the day, a hug can make the difference between giving up or continuing. It's like someone's reminding you, you're not alone. This too shall pass. I understand. And that in times when so many feel alone, it's vital. Some say Cubans are exaggerated, that we talk with our hands, that we touch too much. But I say, that's our best weapon. And it reminds us we're still human.